Hello everybody, welcome to Let's Play Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. Meant to have started this ages ago, but we're here. Well, I mean, yeah, by the time I was going to LP Xenoblade originally, the definitive version was announced. My track record continues. But yeah, finally getting around to doing it now. Played it way back when on the Wii. It's gonna feel good to get back to it. That said, I never did beat this. I got, like, meanwhile, Xenoblade 2, it's like, oh, hell yeah, made it all the way through the game. And nothing against Xenoblade 1. I really did enjoy playing it when I first started it way back when. It was just, like, that was around the time that I had my own real money working a job, so I was just buying a lot of games at the time and then got caught up with newer stuff, and yeah. So, yeah, I will be beating it for the first time in this LP. Anyway, as a special bonus for having played Xenoblade Chronicles 2, you can start the game with 100,000 gold. You cannot collect this bonus after starting. Well, I mean, if you're gonna give me the money, you know, I'm just gonna give me, yeah, you know, I take it. You know, I'm not gonna say no to 100 stacks. Like, that's like, no, I take it. I'm shameless. I don't care. That's money.
The world was nothing more than an endless sea, cloaked in a boundless sky, reaching as far as could possibly be imagined. Then two great titans came into existence. The Bionis and the Mechonis. The Titans were locked in a timeless battle. Until at last, only their lifeless corpses remained. Eons have passed. Now, our world, this vast land stretching across the remains of the Bionis, is under attack from a relentless force known as the Mechon.
Retreat! Retreat! Get away from me! Retreat! No retreat! The Mecon's unknown! No! No!
They're advancing down our weak right flank. For a bunch of soulless machines, they seem to know a thing or two. But we'll see. Dunban!
We've been given the order to retreat. We're pulling back the line to Colony 6. That's where we'll set up the last line of defense.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Any more time spent hanging around here, and we're done for.
Count me in. We gotta get out of here.
Or we can stay and fight.
What?
We may die if we take a stand here, but staying gives us the chance to change our destinies. We have the Monado. With this, the future is ours for the taking.
Stupid beast. Your body can't take any more of the Monado. I can tell by just looking at you.
Getting short-sighted in your old age, Dickson. I'm fine. Don't worry, I'm still in control.
I should have known I couldn't talk sense into a beast. Let's do this. I'm going with you. You'll need someone to drag your corpse on.
As long as you think you've still got the strength in you, old man.
Boy, you two. We've been ordered to pull back. I'm leaving.
Well, I say you're coming with us. What would we do without those?
The enemy's second wave is approaching!
It's now or never, Dunban. Let's show them what we've got. We'll give them a warm Hom's welcome.
Acknowledged.
Yeah! Ha! What are they trying to prove? I'm not throwing my life away. No point dying in some godforsaken field. Nothing for it. I'll have to use Dunban as a decoy. Yeah, that should give me time to escape.
Use a bitch. Anyway, press L or R to target a monster. Also, I will just say, like, yeah, this remaster is looking pretty dang good. They opted for a more stylized anime approach here compared to, I mean, the original did have like the little anime look to it, but they tried to make it a little more realistic. And if you're not familiar with Xenoblade Chronicles when it originally came out, well, more on that in a bit. Target an enemy to display the battle palette. Select the fight icon and press A to start the battle. Let's go. But yeah, approach the target to auto attack. If you're too far from a monster, you can't attack it. Yeah, combat in Xenoblade is like that of, it would sort of put you in the mind of an MMO in terms of like auto battling and whatnot. MMORPGs tend to have that combat style. You can, there's still an element of strategy to it though, as you'll see here. Select arts with left and right and press A to confirm. You cannot use an art in the following circumstances. You're out of range for this art, or the conditions for using this art aren't met. Select from two different arts. Monado enchant, power up party members, or Monado buster, deal major damage to an enemy. So, yeah, let's do that. Enchant everybody so we can get a little bit stronger here. Flank so that the enemy is like, you know, has to split his attention between multiple targets. And there we go. But yeah, when Xenoblade originally came out, there was this little thing called Operation... Oh, fight, please. Thank you. Operation Rainfall, which was a movement to bring these 3 Wii RPGs over to the US. Because they weren't localized. I believe they all came to the UK first before they came over here to the US, hence why like you have Xenoblade Chronicles here, like everybody is freaking British. But yeah, those 3 games were Xenoblade Chronicles, we're playing right here, The Last Story, which is another really excellent RPG, and Pandora's Tower, which admittedly I have not played yet, despite having got all 3 of these games when they originally came out. It was tough though, it was tough because, yeah, Nintendo, they weren't sure the games would sell all that well, so you pretty much, with Xenoblade, you had to pre-order it at GameStop, and it was a war zone, to put it lightly.
You gotta be kidding.
It's their main force. Looks like the Mechon are hell-bent on taking us out.
They'll have to be if they want to beat us. Now, let's even the odds a bit.
You heard him.
Dickson, Munka, let's do this.
Dunban! I ain't going down that easily. Dunban! You alright?
What does it look like? I'm still good to go.
Guess even a hero's gotta reach his limit eventually.
Munka! What are you doing? That way is...
Sorry, brothers. Hate to drop this on you, but it's the Monado they're after. So have fun keeping them occupied for me. I'm getting the hell out of here.
Munka, you dirty...
Now, don't worry. I'll organize your funerals. Well, see you, boys.
Wait!
If this is a joke, it ain't funny. Looks like this is it. At least we know our luck can't get any worse from here. Dunban?
Dickson, take care of the survivors.
Dunban, what are you playing at?
Those idiots. I'll just come and get the Monado when everything's quieted down a bit. And things gonna be mine. Oh no, please! No!
And that's what we call karma.
If you think the Homs, the people of Bionis, are just waiting here for you to pick us off, you are sorely mistaken.
God, this... Oh my god, just the style, the aura. It's so good. But yeah, after the initial, like, pre-order period for Xenoblade Chronicles on Wii, 1 year later, it did have at least one more reprint.
A Mechon M71. I bet I can use its optical system to align one of the anti-air batteries. Oh.
But GameStop were being kind of a-holes about it. More on that after this cutscene.
Joint section. It's buckled. It's completely useless. Ugh.
Okay, the freaking detail on that dragonfly. Holy crap.
Huh? An M69! Its armor would be perfect for making a shield. If I can just get it off, I should be able to... Shulk! Reyn! It's not a Mechon. It's just a Crabble. It was using the Mechon armor as a shell.
I'll lure it away and topple it. When it's down, use your arts to finish it off.
Alright, Colony Crabble. Let's go. When the HP gauge is depleted, the character will be incapacitated. select an art with bleh, and then press A to confirm. Use backslash to deal damage to the back of the enemy. Restore HP with light heal. And select who will be healed. Okay. You cannot use the same art repeatedly. They do have cooldowns. Once cooldown period is finished, you can use the art again. Easy peasy. But yeah, GameStop, they were like total a-holes about handling reprints of this game and just selling it in general, where they would actually like open brand new copies of Xenoblade just so they could sell them as used. Because the thing with GameStop is they can't set the price of a new game. Like, they have to sell them at the retail price that the publisher specifies. But for used games, GameStop can set their own prices. So they were selling, quote, used, unquote, copies of Xenoblade for like $90 when they were supposed to be like 50 or 60 or something at the time. So yeah, it was rough. It was rough. Each character has a special art called a talent art. Select the talent art icon and press A to use it. And they have cooldown as well. The gauge fills up every time an auto attack hit connects. Can I did not have it selected. And yeah, defeated enemies will drop treasure chests. Press A to open it and take the loot. Fine. Could have gone better. Oh. Well, green ring stops you from escaping. Defeat the monster and make the ring disappear. Alright. Come on, Caterpile. Be aware of aggro during battle. Aggro is the measure of a monster's feelings of animosity towards each party member. The more damage that a monster takes from a party member, the greater the aggro towards that member. If a member of the party becomes the target of a monster's wrath, an aggro ring will appear around them. Shulk's backslash deals more damage if he attacks from behind the monster. This is called the Arts Bonus Effect. When you're in position to gain an Arts Bonus Effect, it will be helpfully highlighted for you as a chance art. Use aggro rings to help find the best position. When an aggro ring appears around Reyn, Shulk has the chance to use backslash from the rear. If successful and the bonus effect condition is met, the damage value will be displayed in a starburst. Hence why I was like already just in the mindset of, you know, flank the enemy, don't be too close to the other party members. You want to, you know, get your spacing good.
You're really getting into this, right? Right, you're a lifesaver.
And there.
I'm really feeling it.
All right, you turned around really quick. I ain't mad at you, but we got you.
Thanks, Reyn. That was a close one.
Man, what were you doing wandering off by yourself? Stay where I can keep an eye on you. It's pretty dangerous outside of the colony. There are all kinds of monsters.
Yeah, but thanks to you, we got its shell. Everyone in the colony is going to be really happy.
I'm more worried about you than the shell. Oh, whatever. Knowing what you're like, at least you'll make a decent weapon out of it. This scrap driver's excellent.
I just learned by watching Dickson make weapons.
Of course, Dunban's weapon still beats them all.
The Monado. I hope I can figure out the secret of his power one day.
You will, Shulk. Anyway, we better get back to the colony. If I'm late for drills again, old Square Tash is gonna kill me.
Square Tash? Oh, the Defense Force Colonel. He's pretty scary.
Tell me about it.
Sorry, I didn't mean for you to come all the way out here during your break.
Don't worry about it. Let's get back.
Alright, follow the dotted path to advance the story. The path to the next main story objective is displayed on the minimap. You can switch the minimap to full screen by pressing L. Press ZR to display the guidance panel on the bottom right of the screen, allowing you to check the story memo. Every RPG should have that. Press the ZR while the guidance panel is open to close the story memo. Then R to rotate the camera, ZL to display additional camera controls. Oh my goodness. Press plus to open the system menu where you can save your progress. You cannot save during battles and story events, however you can save in most other situations. The game includes an autosave feature as well. Save data recorded using this function will be marked on an autosave icon. The game will save automatically at certain points, but to make sure your most recent progress is not lost, regularly saving manually is recommended. While the game is automatically saving, the auto-saving icon will be shown on the bottom left of the screen. You can review the tutorials at any time, and further tutorials are added as you play. View these to see more information about topics that have already been introduced. And there's an event theater as well. It's now available from the game's title screen. Lets you rewatch any events you've seen before. By changing the settings below, you can adjust the scene's weather, time of day with some exceptions, or the party character's cosmetic equipment, only if already acquired. That's just hilarious. But okay. And then to wrap up the remaining like project or Operation Rainfall stuff, Last Story and Pandora's Tower, those ended up coming out next, and like after the success that was the Xenoblade release, I mean, well, success in that they sold way better than Nintendo was expecting. Last Story and Pandora's Tower did not have as many stock issues as Xenoblade had. So if you actually wanted those games, it was easier to obtain them. And then, like, obviously, then there was the 3DS remaster of Xenoblade Chronicles 1, which is also pretty rare to find. And it was subsequently released on Wii U Virtual Console as well, which unfortunately you can no longer access. Oops. Nice. It's also dawning on me just like all of the Xenoblade like battle status things I'm gonna have to explain, because I kind of just take a lot of this for granted because of how much I played Xenoblade 2 and Xenoblade X for that matter. But it's like, oh yeah, I need to explain the concept of like breaking and chaining and all that stuff, but break, that's more or less like, oh, you just took down the enemy's defenses, they're staggered, so now you have like more opportunity to just rack up the damage on them. Gather collectibles. The latest additions to your collection can be registered in the Collectopedia. Fill in a row or collect all the items in an area to receive a reward. You can access the Collectopedia from the menu. Like how Reyn just has like the midriff out. Like that's how he gets down. No shame in his game. Might as well just keep taking out these like easy dudes. Get reaccustomed with the combat, and you can like go down to flee if you wish, but they're bunnets, they're easy, and we leveled up. Oh, and I got a new attack to attack from the side. Get wrecked. So yeah, at first glance, because I will admit I didn't really latch onto the combat of this game when I first started playing the original, and I think that is why it was easier for me to like start playing other things and focus less on this, and ultimately never beat it, despite enjoying it and getting invested in the story, admittedly. But yeah, I just wasn't really understanding the combat all that much. And I feel that Xenoblade 2 does a better job of like familiarizing you with the combat, of explaining things. And that did cause me to like just go back and appreciate this game's combat a little more. Because, yeah, if you're used to, you know, turn-based or active RPG battles, this is like just this can be a weird thing to just get accustomed to. Also because I actually did not play a lot of MMORPGs growing up. Like, I just started playing Final Fantasy XIV this year. And by just started playing, I mean I created a character. In my defense, that took me like hours because I was just like so involved in that. But yeah, the only MMORPG I've ever played was Neverwinter Nights. And I don't really remember the combat of that game all too much. But yeah, because I wasn't really that accustomed to this style of combat, this was just kind of rough for me to get into at first. But I like it. Because right now, currently, this does seem pretty basic, but I mean, we're dealing with the initial enemies of the game. When things start getting more hectic, when we start learning more skills, more arts, things get a little more complex, the combat really begins to shine. But my god, this looks amazing. I mean, this was already one of the better looking, well, I would say the last story and Pandora's Tower do look better than Xenoblade Chronicles did on Wii in terms of characters. Like, the character models in Xenoblade, they're fine in the original, but they did get a little rough at times. Like, the faces were a little off. Here we go. But yeah, this remaster, definitive edition, remake, whatever you want to call it, like, those terms are just all used interchangeably now. This looks great. Like, I really love Xenoblade 2. This honestly does look better than Xenoblade 2. Which, I mean, you would hope it would, considering this remake came out after Xenoblade 2 by many years, actually. I'm just getting my levels up right now while I can, dealing with these easy boys. And exploration is greatly just... I don't want to say incentivized, but that seems to be like the best way of saying it, but well, the game does reward you for exploring, but you want to be careful about your exploration because you could wind up in the lair of an enemy that will curb stomp you in a matter of seconds. I learned that lesson too many times in Xenoblade 2. Also, despite owning every Xenoblade game and considering myself a big fan of the series now, I've never played Xenogears or Xenosaga. I think I own Xenogears? I have to look into that, but yeah, I need to like go back and play those at some point too. Heard nothing but good about those all throughout the years. Anyway, welcome to Colony 9. That's a low-key tongue twister. Colony 9, Colony 9, Colony 9. Yeah, huh.
Here we are. I better stop in at HQ. You off to the weapon development lab?
Yeah, when I've sold any parts I can't use.
All right. See you later.
I just love big-ass anime swords. And there's my party. It's just Shulk. And now we can visit shops. Every shopkeeper has a brr above their head. Make money by defeating monsters and selling your loot to a shop. You got inexpensive loot and expensive loot. Press A to talk to anyone with an exclamation mark above their head. Complete the quests they give to receive money, experience, or items. Press Y to trade with named individuals. Some of them will gladly take an item you don't need in exchange for a rare item. The story will progress even if you don't do any trading or complete any quests. However, using these features may give you an advantage in the game. I mean, I'm also starting off with 100k, so I mean, you know, just like, you know, I think I'm doing pretty dang good, if I do say so myself. My God, yes, just every RPG should just have like a thing that's like, hey, this is what you were doing. Oh, and the active quest feature hasn't been unlocked yet. Later in the game, you'll gain the ability to show information relating to quest progress in this panel. But yeah, just story memos, like quest things, just make the player's life easier. But just like, oh my God, Bravely Default does it well. Oh, we found Dunban's house. Yep. We can't go inside. Oh. But yeah, I know Pokemon, it's like, well, we found a wedding ring. Hell yeah. Pokemon did that in Fire Red Leaf Green. And I don't think they ever brought that back since. Like just a little thing like, oh yeah, here's what you were trying to do when you last played this game. But to be fair, Pokemon is like pretty gosh dang simple. So, I mean, it's kind of not too hard. Like when you reopen Pokemon and just be like, okay, what was I doing? Oh yeah, I was going to the next gym. But yeah, just quality of life. Quality of life.
Well,
it's good. What you got here, boy? You select the item you wish to buy, press A to buy it, press L and R to select a character and display what their stats would be with the item equipped. Remember to equip purchase items by selecting change equipment from the menu. Oh my God. I kind of feel bad for just having all this money, but at the same time, I don't care. It's making my life easier. I mean, hey, you know, I mean, I just happened to own and played the ever-loving crap out of Xenoblade 2. So, you know, I mean, I'm just being rewarded for that, I guess. Oh, he can't wear the bikini top. Man, those special pads increase volume. I see. I see. I'm just looking through. be worn as an outer garment. I mean, I guess. Ooh. More arts. I'm not going to worry about that right now. Oh, we got new tutorials too. Oh my god, more control. Well, alright, yeah. Those are the controls. Oh, focus attacks, ZR, and all dim. Focus attacks, engage at will, come to me. Yeah, command allies. Looking at that for my own benefit. And you can pause the game during cutscenes. While the cutscene is paused, press A to skip it. Thank you for having confirmation on skipping cutscenes. Because that was always the struggle back in the day too, with like any RPG. It was like, okay, if I press start, will this skip the cutscene or will it pause the game? And you would be like afraid. Oh, my talent is Turn Strike. It deals a lot of damage and can inflict break on the enemy. Talent gauge fills up when I auto attack, so it's vital to auto attack and not just use arts all the time. I mean, that's self-explanatory. I do like that they give you the battle tactics, like, just through the words of the characters themselves. I let Reyn bear the brunt of the attacks. He can take a lot more knocks to the head than I can. Yeah, leave it to me. I distract the monsters and draw the aggro while you do damage with backslash. Don't let me down. That's why he's got a lot of HP compared to Shulk. When Reyn's feeling the heat a bit, I use Light Heal to help him get back in the game. Thanks, Shulk. But make sure you don't draw too much aggro to yourself. Sometimes you just want to lay off the arts for a while. I mean, not when you're dealing with, like, easy dudes. Mad Taunt provokes monsters to attack them, drawing their aggro. And then they're just going on through this again. Oh yeah, you can, like, when an enemy is broken or staggered, you can then topple them, which just means they're flat out, like, incapacitated, just laying on the ground. You can really, well, yeah, here you go. Attack an enemy with a break art to inflict break. Attack an enemy suffering break with a topple attack to inflict topple. An enemy will not be able to attack or move while suffering topple. Attack an enemy suffering topple with a daze art to inflict daze. The enemy will not be able to attack or move, also its aggro will not increase. This is a chance for characters with lower defense to deal damage. You'll learn daze arts as you progress through the game. So yeah, it is nice that they're like really just being complete with everything and letting you on your own time look up other things while just really showing you the major important elements.
Hello.
What you got anything to trade here? Items are exchanged 1 for 1. Choose the item you want from among those offered by the person you're talking to. You can only trade if you hand over an item that is worth more money than the one you want to take. Select an item you don't mind parting with and agree to trade for a really valuable item and you might get some kind of bonus. I don't have spares of anything, though. Oh. Oh, yeah. Yay, I have a muddy pelt. Talking to named residents of an area or town will register them on the affinity chart, which shows relationships between party members and the residents. This one I'm definitely gonna have to, like, learn about for this game. Well, if you're talking to a named person and someone else who's already registered on the affinity chart comes up in the conversation, these two people will be linked. As the number of people on the affinity chart increases, try going back and talking to people you have met before. Completing a quest properly may improve the relationship between two characters who don't get on well. Expanding and improving the affinity chart is not necessary to complete the game, but it's fun to aim for the bonuses it provides and to observe the changing relationships amongst the people of the world. Press A while selecting a town's icon or Y while selecting a residence icon to display the affiliation list for that town. Press R while selecting a residence icon to track them. Doing so will display a magnifying glass of that person's current location on the minimap. So yeah, part of like just the whole living world that is this game, which is neat. But yeah, I admit I'm not 100% clear on the affinity chart thing, but how do I check it? Also, no, I am not turning on expert mode to limit XP gain and adjust character levels. No, thank you. Okay, maybe if I wasn't more of a doofus, it's the actual just like X button menu option there thing. Alright, yeah. Here you can change equipment, you can look at the maps. We have not discovered a lot, but next time I will probably devote some time to side quests. So yeah, I'll try to balance out side quests and main story quest stuff. But yeah, you can change the time, which is neat. And here's the affinity chart. So far, not too much. I do like that you get to see the active hours too, as well as like their trade items. Yep, just all the way over there. Yeah, this is going to be a huge chart by the time we're like done with everything. Alrighty. I'm just oh, I forgot achievements. These weren't in the original, right? These were just added for this version. Yeah, you get experience for achievements. It's neat. Ranged by, sorted by difficulty. Okay. So far I've done 2. Performing a back attack for the first time. Alright, yeah. Not bad, not bad. Discovered a landmark. Hell yeah, let's go. Okay. But yeah. That is going to be it for today. Bit of a really low-key end to how things started, but yeah, I'm looking forward to getting back to Xenoblade, like actually beating it now that I appreciate the combat a lot more. So yeah, I'm excited. Oh, and a little bit of admin. I'm gonna have to remember to bring this up in Dragon Ball Z Kakarot as well, but because that game and this game are pretty long RPGs in the grand scheme of things, just doing that so the time will stop progressing. Though I don't think I'm gonna have anything too time sensitive to worry about. But yeah, because these are gonna be long, I am gonna be taking small-ish breaks in between major arcs, with lack of a better term. So for example, in between each saga for Kakarot, I might be like pausing uploads of those for a while to do like a, you know, shorter game, switch things up, avoid burnout. And likewise, in between chapters for this game, there might be a break in things. Though, maybe not every single chapter, maybe every 2 chapters? We'll see. We'll see how things go. But yeah, that is going to be it from me for today. Thank you all for watching. Have a great day. See you next time for some more Let's Play Xenoblade Chronicles. Goodbye.